You'll leave me back for another episode of Minecraft Survival Games. Today we're playing them out the survival games, and seeing as we are close to SG 300, this might very well be my last story that I tell you guys on Minecraft with Liam. I know, it's very sad because my stories are pretty good from what you guys tell me. I mean, I think they're good. I think the episodes where I tell my stories are fun and stuff. So today's story takes me back to when I was in 7th grade. And this is the story of the stolen diary. And yes, it's as interesting as it sounds. Okay, so anyway, let's get going over here. Okay, so basically, in 7th grade, what happened is, both of my parents worked, and and obviously I was under the age of 16, so I couldn't drive. So what would happen is, every day after school, my brother and I would have to, chill in the library and, like, get our homework done or whatever, until our dad would come, and pick us up, because I think he was able to get off work a bit before my mom. So, like, we would chill in the library and stuff, and, you know, there weren't many students at the school anymore, because everyone else had gone home. Okay, player's been removed. I didn't even know, MCSG got really a lot more on the hacking thing, but I guess they did. So anyway, so yeah, my brother and I would just chill there, and there weren't many students that were in the building at this time of day. And you know, there were a couple other students who who weren't able to get home at the right time. You know, they'd have to wait a bit for their parents or something. But you know, typically there weren't many people around. But anyway, there was this one girl, and since there's several people in this story, I'm gonna have to use, names that are close, but not the same. So, for example, if there's a character in this story named, I don't know, Sam, I guess, I could call him something like, what's a name that sounds like Sam? I mean, Samuel is still Sam, but, Sammy or something like that, you know, just something that kind of builds off it. Okay, so there's this girl my brother and I would hang out with on occasion. Sometimes she would stay after school, sometimes she wouldn't. And for the namesake of the story, we'll call her Kristen, okay? Kristen. That's the name I'm gonna be using. I gotta keep track of the names. Okay, so anyway, Kristen was a girl that we were very tight with. She was one of our good friends. We didn't really talk to her a lot during school, but we became good friends with her, because she would hang out with us after school, when we were all waiting for our parents to show up. And she was a nice girl. You know, we had a very similar sense of humor and all this. And, you know, it was kind of fun to talk to someone else who wasn't my brother at times. So anyway, the three of us collectively, we all did not like this one girl, in our middle school. And for the sake of this story, let's say this girl's name is Cassie, okay? So, basically, Dylan's my brother. My brother and I, did not really talk to this girl that much. We weren't good friends with her, and we didn't really have any connections to her. But Kristen was someone who would pretend to be Cassie's friend and then do stuff behind her back. She was that type of girl. So anyway, and to describe Cassie a bit, she was a very, like, weird girl, and no one could really... I feel like she was just a very misunderstood person, and all she would do in class is she had this book, and she would just write in it. It was just like a notebook, and she would just write in it all class, whether it's English, or math, or social studies, and it was obvious that she wasn't really paying attention to what was going on in class. She was just busy writing in this book. And she had been kind of known for being somewhat of a decent writer. So that's kind of a brief description of Cassie. So anyway, one day, we're chilling after school, and we're bored. And Kristen is like, hey, I was talking to Cassie earlier today, and I got her locker combination. And my brother and I were like, that is kind of interesting. So anyway, Kristen's like, you know that book she always writes in class? My brother and I were like, yes, we know the book, because she's always writing it. It was kind of the thing she's known for. we're like, yeah, we know of the book. So anyway, she's like, why don't we take it out of Ulaku and see what it says? Because it's probably pretty interesting, whatever's in there. And, I mean, obviously, the story being called The Stolen Diary, you can assume what it is. It's a diary, but we didn't know that at the time. I mean, who knows? She might have been making a story up about, like, dragons and, like, princesses or something like that. You know, she could have been writing her own novel at the young age of 13. Is that how old 7th graders are? I think I was 13 in 7th grade. So anyway, we go up the stairs and we find Ulaku, and we gotta make sure the teachers aren't looking. So, so what happened is, like, we had to make sure the coast was clear and everything, because, you know, it's a middle school. And, I mean, breaking into someone's locker is a pretty serious offense, I guess. But, you know, we just really did not want to get caught here. So anyway, so, when the code is clear, we get Kristen to go up to the locker and enter in the code and pull out the notebook. So, we don't know what's in the notebook. So, to get away from the lockers, because we don't want it to seem too suspicious, we went over to the cafeteria, and no one, oh, there's just a boat here, so I'll take it. No one really, was in the cafeteria, after school, so it was a nice open space where it didn't look too suspicious to sit down. So we sit down, and we're like, what is in this book? And, again, I said Kristen really didn't like Cassie, and, my brother and I didn't really know her that well, but, you know, it would be kind of nice to, see what's in this book. So anyway, we open the book, and let me tell you, this was a very interesting thing that, we had gotten our hands on. So we open it up, and it's all of these, it just talks about her day, for a decent amount, but it seems like she keeps mentioning this guy named Richard. We'll call him Richard for the sake of the story. I'm assuming most of this is taken, but I'm just gonna clean up whatever hasn't been. Okay, I need a better chest plate. I don't really know where to find one. Okay, let's go this way. So, anyway, we look in the book, it keeps mentioning this guy named Richard. Now, Richard was a guy, in our school. And this kid was known for being extremely stupid. He had failed 7th grade, not once, but twice, and had to go back to 6th grade, I think. I think that's how it worked. He had to go back to 6th grade, and basically this kid was known for being a part of a really, really, really wealthy family, to the point where it wouldn't matter if he tried in school or not. He'd be set for life regardless. Where is that one island with the cave? Is this it? I know there's... okay, I still have another boat. Yeah, so, this kid was known for being extremely stupid, and he sounded kind of like a hick. He had this southern accent and everything. And even though I am from the south, there aren't a ton of people down here that have southern accents. It's so hard. Is this a cave? I can't really... Oh, there is a chest. I don't think that's a trap, but it's a tier 1. I thought this was gonna be a tier 2, but I guess it ain't. Is there anything back here? I don't know. I'm just gonna get out of here. This all looks suspicious. Okay, so anyway, yeah, this kid basically looked and acted like a hick, even though he came from a really wealthy family. So, in the diary, it said... We flipped to the most recent thing, because being a diary, she writes in it every day, so it has dates on when she wrote this stuff. So we're like, okay, let's go to today's writing. So we went to today's writing, and it was titled, Another Encounter with Richard. So anyway, we're like, another encounter, does she like this guy? Because, you know, that's kind of what it is. So anyway, we open up the diary, and it's like, so I was sitting, and I'm gonna be using somewhat of a, like, seductive, fan fiction voice for this, just because I don't know another way to read it, to you guys, but for the most part, I remember what it says. It's like, so I was sitting in study hall today, and I was just doing some of my Spanish, And all of a sudden, Richard came. Oh, he looked so good in that tight polo shirt. Oh, it was great. So anyway, he comes in the room. And at this point, we're like, oh, this is getting juicy! So anyway, so we keep reading. Like, every time something amazing, like, something embarrassing pops up, we all had to stop and laugh about it. So anyway, she continues, as we continue to read, Cassie is saying, so he walked up to the study hall, who happened to also be the math, and he said, hey, I need to make up the math quiz. And he said it with this thick, southern, sexy accent. It just kept getting, like, funnier and funnier with stuff like that. And then, like, so, like, obviously we had, like, opened a diary with some, like, really deep personal information. Like, no one was supposed to read this but her. But then he's like, so then he scanned the room with his beautiful eyes, and out of all the seats he could have chosen, he sat next to me. He walked over, and he sat down. And as he sat down, his big, burly muscles brushed up against my arms. It was just stuff like that. And I mean, it's like a 7th grade boy. Like, looking back, this guy, oh my god, we couldn't believe what we were reading here. So anyway, continuing the reading, it was like, so, he turned to me and said, hey, I borrow a, oh, I gotta do that accent. Hey, can I borrow a pencil? In his thick, sexy southern accent. So I reached into my pencil bag, and I pulled it out and said, here you go, Richard. Have my pencil. Then he took the pencil in his strong, muscular hands and started completing his math test. And as he was sitting next to me, I just wanted to melt into a puddle of goo. And I distinctly remember that line, melt into a puddle of goo. So, it was very funny, because obviously being in 7th grade, I wasn't, like, that knowledgeable of girls at the moment. Like, you know, 7th grade's kind of that age when, like, people start to figure out that boys and girls like each other or whatever. So anyway, it was kind of interesting to see this. So anyway, the rest of it wasn't too interesting. She's just like, and then he finished up his math quiz and gave it back to the study hall teacher and walked out of the room. You know, nothing major. No major plot elements. So anyway, it was kind of funny to open up this diary and see what was going through the 7th grader's head, because obviously, if I don't know if you guys have ever, like, had a serious crush on someone, because obviously this girl did, but every, like, second you spend with or next to the other person seems a lot more significant to you. So it was really obvious that this girl had a huge crush on this guy. And it was just kind of funny that we had gotten this from her, and we had finally figured out what was in this book that she kept writing in, because it had been a mystery to everyone. Oh man, that's a loud noise that Minecraft is currently making. So anyway, nothing else really happened. We put the book back, we didn't get caught, and we didn't really tell anyone that we took it. And I don't think my brother or Kristen have told anyone since the telling of it right now, because this is one of those stories that I just don't remember to tell a lot, mostly because I just have more interesting stuff to tell the majority of the time. But I'm like, you know what, this is a story that I feel like my MinecraftWithLiam audience would like, so I did it, and I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about it. Anyway, okay, I don't know if I should get my chest route going, or if I should go to spawn, or what's the deal here. I think I'm gonna continue my chest route and then hit up spawn, because I only have a stone sword, and I could make an iron if I, you know, hop to it. I got a bug on my face. Okay, so I have 3 2-2s I can check, so if 2 of them have a diamond. There's a bug floating around. I don't think my camera's high enough quality to see it, but he is. So anyway, that is my story, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the story of the stolen diary. So yeah, it was a pretty juicy book. Like, telling it by myself without an audience to hear it, I don't know if you guys are gonna, like, think it's a hilarious story or if you think the story is a dud. But that is gonna probably be my last story for Minecraft with Liam. Because after this, we only got 3 episodes remaining. How sad is that? Only 3 episodes remaining, and then I do that video where I say thank you to you all in a more formal way, and count down my top 10 favorite episodes for you guys. And, you know, I mean, that is kind of bittersweet. I'm at the point where I don't really enjoy playing Minecraft anymore, just because I've played it so much. But I do like commentating. One thing I will say is editing and uploading is such a chore. It's one of the main things I don't like about YouTubing anymore. I mean, granted, it's not difficult. I've done it at least 300 times. But it's just kind of a pain in the butt to do the same thing over and over and over again. By the way, I think it's worth mentioning for this episode. Hold on, is that somebody? Sorry, let me angle that a bit differently, because it was bobbing in and out of the water. It is worth mentioning that episode 296, the college orientation video, is uploading at the current moment as I'm recording this. So, oh, there's a dude. Okay. Oh, shoot. Does he not know I already got the thing? I gotta get out of here. Oh, he fell. Okay, good. Did he get this? No, he did not. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make it to the other island to see if I can make a golden apple before the time runs out. Even though I only have 7 ingots, which means I'm gonna have to find a chest over here. So, going to deathmatch. So, internet is a bit slow. So yeah, even, I might as well say this. I am gonna be in Ohio for a rowing competition this week as this goes up. You guys should know that if you watched the last video all the way through. But yeah, I'm gonna be in Ohio for a rowing competition all week. So you got the college orientation video. If I can edit this thing quick enough and upload it, you should be getting this video in the week of July 11th through 17th. You should be getting it in this week, and then I think I will have time afterward to record my 3 final videos. I'll see if I can get Charles and Matt back on for the final time for at least one of them. The bug flew in my mouth. Okay. So let's see if we can make some magic happen here, boys. Okay, I only have 6 arrows. I kind of want some more. Okay. Man, this guy's decent at shooting. Oh, shoot. This guy has a diamond sword. Yep, my PvP skills have gotten rusty. Oh, he gave me a gap. Okay. He's either really cocky or he knows who I am. I just think he's cocky because I don't know this guy. Sunrise is happening. Is that foreshadowing, boys? Come on. What the hell was that? That flint steel just wouldn't light. I swear I got it on some actual grass at least once. I mean, I get the stuff that's 2 blocks high, but I feel like I got it on the, what's it called? Netherrack? It's been so long since I've played this. Netherrack or, just like some flat ground. But anyway, you know, I put out a good effort there, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the story. So yeah, I will catch you guys when I get back from my Ohio trip. Thank you for watching today's episode of MCSG on 3 episodes left now. See you guys next time. Peace.